I'm surprised to see a new racer.
Odd to see new racers like...
So, was your win beginner's...
Oh, you're gonna like it here. Crowd's friendly, even if it doesn't really compete.
China pala mula, tongki ba non... China pala mula...
Patoga yakfuli ko kala Gigi. Tingkuin ko ka tong hit wana G's. Ciao baso, Gino Molirani.
Rundi hautonga tongkin bannan konkek. Wanna kumbes. La boda na winkes. Inno bamul. Rundi hautonga to. Rundi hautaju. La boda na.
Goril won't recover from the loss you handed him anytime soon. That Ithorian's a sore loser.
Mata thinks pros will start coming. Oh, you're gonna like it here. We don't see a lot of new racers. Maybe you give me...
Smilia, ti onka do punta krita. China pala mu...
Tuffadan Delva. Hoisidan Delva. Duden Tufblad. Der Bunda.
Smilia! Ciao baso.
You again? I don't really feel like talking right. All right, see you around the track.
Rundi hautonga tongkin. La boda na. Inno bamul. Rundi hautonga tongkin bannan. La boda na winkes matona. La boda na wink motadahat. Rundi. 하우동가 동김반낭 공객 완나 공베스 집에도 안나니 보보 동나무웅 샤논장 룬비 하우동가 동김반낭
You didn't have much competition here. The circuit's hurting after the loss of Terrace. You didn't have much. You're a pro, aren't you? You ever race on Terrace? I wish I had the chance before it blew.
I have to say, you are looking very impressive to me right now. I hope you stick around. I like having a champion around. But you're probably destined for the circuit once it's back up and running. You sure do look good out there on the track, champion. You look pretty good here, too.
Chinapala mule, tongki ba non tontek, tuni chachon kun ne mule braba. Chinapala mule.
Dufedan Elva, Morithidan Elva. Der Bundas
Ichuta, yun patisa, kimbanik chalora kun. Ciao baso, Gino Molirani.
You again? I don't really feel like talking right. I suppose you've got a right to know track business, but with the times you've been posting... It's not that I'm not grateful. I mean, it would get me into the pros. I don't have the credits to get in on my own. Not that I care about credits. I just want to race. But the deal with Mata is pretty bad. He'll get most of what I win. You've posted some good times. He might listen to you. I would. I respect you as a racer. But I kind of doubt he'd give me a better deal. He doesn't have to. He's putting up most of the credits. Thanks anyway, but I'll think it through myself.
Rundi Haudonga Dong Laboda na Rinkis Matona Laboda na Rinkis Matona In Rundi Haudonga Dong Kimbana Laboda na Rinkis Laboda na Rinkis Matona
Never underestimate a Mandalorian. If I want, there won't be enough of you left to identify.
Jibeduana ni Bobo Tong Nabuung Sha Nunjang Rundi Haudonga Tong Kimbanang Kongkek Laboda na Rinkis Matona Rundi Haudonga
You again? I don't really... I suppose you've got a right to know... You did? I don't believe it. I mean, I do, but I sure wasn't expecting it. I appreciate it, I really do. Now I can take my bike to the big races. There's not much of a circuit right now, but I'll be ready when it recovers. Hard to tell. I'll get some more runs here first. I need the practice. I have to top your time. Thanks again. I meant it.
Muchachak pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun.
Runda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunodeka chikun ida hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Tolpa da pongwale kanduna gugu chuchut. Kavadum ku pelio bote.
Takom justach miki grabalmogo. Kachi ita hodunga.
Why
Womp rats are not good eating. Trust me.
Something you want, Spacer? Go talk to the office if you want to complain about conditions here. I don't want to hear it, you swoop racers. Do you even know what it takes to run an outpost like this? As long as there's flat ground, what do you care? I don't really have any interest in helping you. Will this be quick? Like I said before, I don't much care what you think. I'll be on the street if business keeps dropping, and it will. Good. I have a lack of business to attend to.
How are the Sand People doing so much damage? Blasters beat gaffy sticks, don't they?
Well now, what can Gandalf do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. I saw you down near the track, didn't I? Or was that someone else? I've been distracted by what happened on Taris. Sure, not a problem. Might as well try to pass along some of what I know. My racing days are pretty much done. Ask me again in a few years and it'll be me. I'm probably not going back out on the circuit. There is one. But for now, I don't know any more than the next guy. You should try the locals. Jawas, maybe. Funny little guy. Ah, something I know. Well, something I used to know. My racing days are behind me. Gandalf is the name. Oh, well, past my prime by any measure. I started late, too. Not like the kids out there now. Some of them are too young. It's a cutthroat business. I've seen some of them burn out after a year. They get dangerous and don't live long. That's not everyone, of course, but it happens. I'm a has-been, I'll admit, but dying while you're on top is still dying. I'll pass. Best place to race is wherever the track treats you sweet and your times are golden. It's that simple. You get hung up on any one track and he'll end up like me. My favorite stop was Taris. Taris, yeah. Always look forward to going back. Now, I don't want to touch my bike at all. Maybe I wasn't in a winter circle lately, but I still race for sport, you know? A woman? Well, I never won on Taris, but it was almost my first stop on the circuit, and the last if I could help it. That doesn't matter now. You can't ask for more certain closure than the whole planet being gone. Poof, boom, yeah, gone. All right, then. Keep safe. Yep. Seems like tough times are coming.
Ben? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. That is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way? Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a crate dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me. What remains would there be? Crate dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron. An ignoble end to a fine man. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
How can I help? About my mother? I'm unsure. I seem to find it difficult to remain objective when it comes to her. I find that disturbing. We have more important things to do. Still, my father is dead. Just because we find the holocron doesn't mean I have to give it to her. Father recorded all his personal thoughts in that holocron, even when I knew him. Having it would be like having him with you. I don't see why she deserves it, however. She drove him to his death. I loved him, and I didn't even have a chance to say goodbye. I don't know. Part of me would keep it just so she didn't get it. I don't like that part of me. I would have thought my Jedi training would have put me past this kind of pettiness. I wish it... I really don't want to think about this. Please, let's just keep going.
Well, a fresh face for the game. I wonder, would you care to play? My name is Furco Nellis. My vice is Bazak. All right. But remember that there isn't much fun on Tatooine that isn't life-threatening. Come back if you like a game.
But Tara...
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional Science-Tech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query. Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Ukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership. Refusal. It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Ukalaka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat. Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid. Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me. Statement. Indeed, It is possible that the Ithorian placed the restraining bolt on me to prevent my return to a previous owner. It is also possible that the removal of the bolt will not restore memory functions. Without my memory, I do not know if I know the answer. Do not interpret this as a reduction of my worth, however. My capabilities are quite expansive. Assurance. I am fully autonomous, but lack resources. I will grant loyal service in exchange for proper maintenance. As well, it is rare that I am able to utilize my full array of abilities. You seem likely to give me the opportunity to do so. Extrapolation. You are no farmer or diplomat. You are armed and comfortable as such. We will mesh well. Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining. Statement. I wish only to be purchased and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you should you purchase me, please.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it? And if the unit proves...
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you? Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master. Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
Huh?
Ready.
What?